Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hades, where today we're gonna try to see Hades again. I don't know for sure how likely I think that is, but you know, the shield's a powerful weapon. And remember, we got this this chaos thing, so we bull rush and then we throw our shield and it throws one additional shield. It's not 100% clear to me. Does the additional shield?
The pain is indescribable.
Okay, Skelly, calm down. I think the additional shield doesn't bounce at all, like not even off of enemies. I think it just hits one thing at most. Honestly, this doesn't seem like that good of an aspect. Maybe when you spend Titan Blood, it upgrades the number of additional shields that come out.
Let's test.
Is that right?
Between us.
Yeah. It doesn't seem that great, honestly. I think we're probably gonna play with this like a normal, just like the normal shield a lot. Oh wow, we don't even have the diamond with this one yet.
Let's see what happens.
Well, we can probably fix that, right? Alright, show me like a hammer.
Ugh, that is cold.
What is that?
Last time I felt a chill like this was on the surface. But who? Well, one way to find out. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I understand, young Zagreus, that you would seek to leave that bitter darkness for this bitter cold. Quite honestly, I fail to see why. But I'll aid your plight, why not? For I can offer plenty of assistance, and you soon shall grow fond of it, I think.
Yo, there's another whole god? I guess I really haven't been paying attention to what was going on with this game. What is okay, so chill is, for 8 seconds, the victim is slowed by 4%, and the effect can stack up to 10 times. I wonder if that slow means just movement, or if it also applies to like the speed of their attack animations. So dash shoots a gust ahead. I mean, we might want to put it on the special, being able to apply a bunch of slow to a bunch of different enemies. I kind of can't believe there was a whole god that I didn't know about. I mean, Demeter was definitely added after the last time we played. That's kind of wild. I think we want it on the special. Yeah. I'm going to throw my shield. I mean, when we're fighting big things, we're probably just going to be mostly attacking them. So maybe it's better to take it on the attack to just stack it up a bunch on things that are scary. Let's try it here. Let's try like this.
Freezing surface now.
And we're going to have a hard time telling on that particular enemy. Oop, don't throw the shield at that. I do feel like the shield is bouncing a lot less consistently than I feel like it used to. It seems to be hitting one enemy and coming back a lot. Damn skull pile just immediately respawned. Alright. Dash Strike deals bonus damage in a larger area. That's interesting. I mean, we certainly, with the Chaos Shield, have an incentive to Dash Strike already. After blocking a foe... This might also be interesting with our dash... Or with our, sorry. We don't have an incentive to Dash Strike. We have an incentive to Bull Rush. Those are not the same thing. This definitely plays well with the Bull Rush. 20% bonus damage seems pretty alright. I mean, we're going to be dash striking a lot just because it's good, like, you know, it's good to do. The shield has a nice big dash strike area. Let's try this out.
Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
Let's give this a go. Alright. Yeah, we're probably not going to get a good sense of the effect of the chill until later on in the dungeon. Because down here, things don't survive long enough for it to be much of an issue. And these guys, their attack comes out, like, it looks like instantly at the beginning of their attack animation, so we can't really test whether their animations are slowed down anyway. If we were to run into, like, an armored lout or something, that would be a good... Or one of those the big guys with the clubs, I'm realizing, whose names I do not know. Ow. I slid a little bit further than I meant to there. But I feel like we are not getting a lot of interesting choices of loot this run. And also, not a lot of enemies where it would be particularly valuable to us to bull rush them.
Delicious.
Well, I guess we're taking an upgrade to the only boon we have. But maybe you could, like, show me some more boons. Or, I guess, just more of this stuff. I mean, I appreciate the extra damage on the special, to be clear. I don't think that's a bad thing. But it's not a very exciting thing, is it? Well, we can say with some confidence that an enemy being chilled does not slow their projectiles at all.
Mine.
Zeus versus 220 gold shop. Well, what would we want on Zeus? I guess, like, I wouldn't mind a dash boon. Of course, a call. Any call at all would be nice. Let's go this way.
Hey, lads.
See, on these guys, the chill might become noticeable. I think it might actually be affecting the attack animation. It seemed like his panic and scatter bombs move was real slow there. Also, man, that stays up, huh?
Anyone else?
That shield of yours called Aegis. Why, in fact, it's mine from long ago, young man. I've no more need of it, of course, but how you found it you shall have to tell me once you're here.
Yeah, it seems like it's completely trivial to maintain the chill stack once you start doing it. So we do attack fast enough that Lightning Strike might be okay, but I might just take Electric Shot here. It's not too different from our shield, but it does have, you know, it's a nice high rarity. It's a lot of extra damage. I think we'll just do that.
Electric.
So rather than sort of building our capabilities outward, we're getting good at one particular thing. Just, like, really good at this one particular thing. And then they will continue to test us on that one particular thing. It's all groups of small enemies all the time.
She'll keep me going. Let's see.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about paying 50 gold and ending up getting, like, a gemstone trove or something.
Should be useful.
We're gonna gamble, though. We're gonna go for it. We should probably just go here and take the gold, right? The thing is, these are not necessarily easy to come by. We don't see a ton of them on any given run. And I don't know how many of them it's going to take to do what I think we need to do to get our, to make use of our ambrosia, so... Yeah, I think it is affecting the speed of their attack animations. Right, like, let's get a bunch of stacks up here. Yeah, look at that. Look how long it takes him to wind up. I think it is. I think it does matter. Well, I mean, if that's the case, that makes it pretty good, I think. I mean, the movement speed thing isn't exactly useless either. Yeah, look at the charge up time. We got to see the two of them do it right next to each other, which was very informative.
Okay.
All right, what manner of trove are thee? Okay, yeah, sure.
Why you?
All right, we paid 50 gold for this, so as long as we get out of here with more than that, then we've done some good work. My bloodstones, I need them.
Blood and darkness.
Finally. Mine.
Alright, pay 50 to get 83 seems like a pretty okay deal. And we are definitely ready to shop.
Crisp.
Ooh, wow. I mean, I like centaur hearts a lot, but... Right, we gotta. Maybe we'll get lucky and get an early duo from them. Well, I sort of think we should take the Zeus Boon first, just so that we can see what Demeter's Wrath looks like.
Not the hardest choice you've ever made.
After you dash just before getting hit, I mean, it seems like we could just take the Thunder Dash, right? I guess the bolts are half damage, but still. Then again, Thunder Dash isn't really valuable until you have, like, Static Discharge. I'm gonna take this.
My blessings seldom given, and ought not be so readily refused, young Zagreus.
Forgive me, Demeter.
Oh, okay. Apparently I've been pronouncing that wrong. So she creates circles on the ground, it looks like? Oh, and then the circle becomes a mighty storm. What am I doing? I'm just gonna, like, run right into it. Okay. I found my ammo. It's in the corner over here. Trying not to... There we go. It's a pretty significant area denial. Honestly, it's a fairly dangerous one, it seems like. There's too damn many of these enemies, and they are not dying. Out of this corner. I appreciate that you get a lot of warning on it, though. Yeah, that sucked.
I am quite capable of making your life plenty difficult. You do now realize, young Zagreus.
That said, I kind of think that that's, it seems like that might be the one to take most of the time, though. I'm way less worried about Demeter's Wrath than pretty much anybody else's. So, your call creates a winter vortex that grows over 5 seconds, inflicting chill, and I'm not 100% sure how to read this. 10-second duration, max gauge bonus. It must be 10 seconds in addition to the 5 seconds per bar, because, you know, otherwise... using the 4 bars would be longer than what it says. It's a bonus. It's not the duration at max. It's extra duration at max. Yeah, that seems like it must be pretty good, right? Yeah, that's cheap enough. We can afford that to buy off some of our mistakes in this room.
Ringers.
No, what is that? It is a weird hand. I guess there's stuff that happens only after you defeat, or after you get to Hades once. Try to keep the game fresh, also suggesting that they think it's going to take us several tries to actually beat him. Well, aren't they going to be surprised? I think we should probably shop over taking a single boon. Because we're almost certainly going to get boon plus something else, right?
Should help keep me going.
Alright, well now that we have the jolted thing... 20% bonus damage after calling for 15 seconds is not bad. I think this is fine. I guess we have the jolt thing, so we want more lightning. Yeah, sure.
Alright, Lord Zeus. Feeling tough.
You know what? I'll take this too.
Please be Meg. What do you know?
You've really done it, Zagreus. My sisters have returned. All three of us now share the same assignment.
Is it wrong of me that I'm somewhat honored to have garnered the attention of the Erinys?
Oh, I would say it's very wrong of you indeed.
Or at least unwise. So it looks like no matter what we do, we will never hit Meg with both of the Chaos Shields because they just spread out too much. She just gets all of the ammo, huh? If I throw it at her first, it doesn't bounce, and if I throw it at anybody else, it just bounces to her. Yeah, she's, she's definitely easier to deal with when she's been slowed a little bit. You know, we're not gonna get greater call, I don't think. I don't think the fight's gonna last long enough.
Heads up.
Trying to make sure we keep reapplying Jolted to her. I'm not even sure what... It looks like this does not count as an attack. She clearly is still Jolted. It's not expending. You know what? Let's just give ourselves a moment here.
Hades,
Yeah, I think Electo aside, we're pretty good at fighting the Furies now.
For safekeeping.
And getting past them consistently is real good for our darkness supply.
Go on to Asphodel and die.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're at high health now, but I have a tendency to take some damage from the lava down here.
Which one?
Alright, yeah, that's a good question. What do we want to jump over to? We could just Myrmidon Bracer. Is there a boon we want to try to force? I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's anything that's, like, directly relevant to our strategy, such as it is. Maybe we just take the Bracer and... 45 encounters. We can push through a lot of that on this run if we play well. I do sort of want to have this maxed out, because I think it's very useful. Yeah, we'll do that.
Should help. Heading up.
I actually think I might like this more than the collar. If you're doing a good job of getting health from other sources, applying a damage reduction to that large pool of health is probably more effective health than just adding more stuff on top of it.
More dragons.
I hate these guys. Well, I appreciate the food. Yeah, Jolted is very helpful here.
The power of the gods.
I mean, this seems like probably a winner. This is still a pretty significant boost in total damage, though. Honestly, actually looking at these, all three of these would be real good. I think we're leaning into our lightning stuff a lot, though, so far. Let's go for that. What was that noise? Oh, was it this? Isn't that lava? Is it? What is my... Alright.
Let's fish.
Press E when you get a bite. What is our fishing line made out of? What is our bobber made out of?
No good.
Okay, you know, not when it first bobs. Let it like really pull down, I guess. Okay, we'll get there. So, Ares or money? I don't know that I think an Ares boon is going to be particularly good for us here. Let's get some cash. I'd like to be running around at a little bit more money than we have now, in case we encounter something good. Just... when they're in the lava, I really don't want to do our normal melee attack because it has too much knockback.
So close.
Alright, the shield's normal attack is actually really good. It might be my favorite of the normal, just like mouse 1 attacks. Alright, nothing else around here, it looks like. No ability to fish in the lava. I don't think I want to shop just yet. I want to save up until we can probably buy 2 things. Yo, what a nightmare. Thank you, Zeus. Yeah, that one thing that I said we were sort of super specializing into turns out to be a really useful thing. You know what? We've had a real rough time with the Trove in this room before, but I think, given the way we're built here, we can probably handle this.
Want it again?
Where are my bloodstones? I could really use a bloodstone right now. Aha!
Incompetence.
Well, 9 gemstones is not great, but I don't think we actually lost anything there, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we didn't actually pay a price for that. Alright, well, I'm definitely in for high rarity Zeus Boon over Hermes.
Let's get out of here.
I don't know that there's a lot we'd want sped up here. I mean, we could get the heal on dashing after damage boon, maybe, and that certainly wouldn't be a bad thing.
Circle.
Oh, right, the witches. This is maybe not going to be that great with the shield. This is going to be a tough one. I mean, I guess we can definitely block stuff and get our damage bonus. Of course, anywhere I go, I'm just going to be standing in lava. It's a shame the shield block just prevents damage. It's not a deflect. So we're not having anywhere near as easy a time with this as we were the last time. And I mean, last time we still took a lot of damage. Ow. Okay. I'm not liking the amount of movement that I'm not getting to do here.
Well, I, for one, had a lovely time.
That hurt. That was a bad one. More bounces on chain lightning or dash for more lightning. I don't know that we need more bounces on our chain lightning. Alright, well, everybody's going to be jolted all of the time. I guess that's something.
Must be Eurydice.
Welcome back.
Alright, Zagreus, just keep a civil tongue in your head.
What is it, hon? Oh no, don't tell me you've come all the way from Tartarus to ask me more about your good-for-nothing court musician friend.
Certainly not. I'm merely here for your wonderful singing, cooking, or conversational ability. Though, since you mentioned it, you seem to have a lot to say to him. Is there anything I can do?
So let me see if I understand. Orpheus blew it with me like an idiot, but now I'm supposed to be reaching out to him. Sorry, hun, but that's not happening. The two of us are finished. And you know what? I think we're finished here too, if you'll excuse me.
She said, before still giving me a thing. I mean, the palm porridge might not be bad. I feel like this is kind of boring. I always take the refreshing nectar, but I just think the refreshing nectar is the best one.
Feeling better already.
I guess if you have a lot of purples already,
Till next time.
then the palm porridge, just to level up the stuff off of its very, very good base values,
More slam dances.
would probably be pretty sensible. How would you guys like to be permanently jolted? Yeah, the chill, it feels like it gives you so much more control. And the fact that I tend to miss my dodges by a very, very small amount means that chill causes me to hit them instead, and that feels pretty good. I hate this guy and his constant leaping back and forth. Nope, he's not in the lava. There we go. Yeah, this is a bummer. Okay. Sometimes I feel like the Bloodstones, the cast, usually is willing to bend its trajectory a little bit to hit enemies, but every once in a while it seems like it bends its trajectory to miss them instead.
sanity.
We are definitely taking a lot of damage down here. Yeah, shop. This is a good time for shop. I have a need for health and also a very large amount of money. Well, alright, so it's about to be Hydra time. We're certainly taking this.
Hey, Charon, I'm an asphodel now, aren't I? I'd always heard this was some flower-covered meadow-type place, not such a terrifying hellscape. Couldn't agree more, mate. Hey.
Bolt area larger, more damage after call. You know, I'm not really sure which of these I think is most useful. This is probably not actually very good. I feel like our bolts are... The area of effect around our bolts is already large enough that we're usually hitting multiple enemies with it. I guess we'll take this. This really motivates you to use your call more frequently. Which I guess is the sensible thing to do in the Hydra fight anyway, right? Because we're not going to get an like a 30-second long uninterrupted period of damage on anyone. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this thing. And then, do I want the key? We still need a lot of keys, I guess. Alright. We are definitely not going to get any use out of our chaos aspect on this one.
Get back in the magma and no one gets hurt.
Well, there's no attack animation on that at all, huh? Just trying to keep him all chilled up here. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. You know, as far as calls that you might want to use without letting them level up to greater, this might actually be the best we've seen. Yeah, also it definitely will put an enemy at 10 chill, even on a single gauge. And then all you have to do is maintain it. It seems really good, actually. Oh, right. Oops, slid right off the platform there. Let's see if we can get these two to kind of pull together. Well, I thought I hit call and then dodge, but I must have dodged and then called. It's not ideal. I have no idea where all my bloodstones are. Okay, they're all over here. Aw, oh, come on.
Oh, back.
I was very obviously mid-dash. I was sliding sideways as I was doing the revive animation. So that's frustrating. I should not have been hit by that. It's a real bummer, and it's particularly relevant for a build that has chill.
You think you
That
can just walk into Elysium, do you?
The wave head has absolutely no attack animation. The wave just comes out.
Just what I need, except...
Ah, yep, except indeed. Well, I think we're going to keep using the bracer.
Closer. Done.
I'm trying to think. Is that the last diamond? I think that might be the last diamond. Because we paid 1 for the fishing pole, plus
ELYSIUM.
2... Oh, wait, maybe I'm wrong. 2 for the contractor table, 1 for the fishing pole. I don't know. Let's go hammer. I'm fairly sure that there's nothing else that we can buy with 1 diamond, right? None of the, sorry, I should say, none of the options that have mechanical meaning. Some of the songs are 1 diamond, I'm pretty sure. But we are not buying music for the music stand until after we have gotten some of those other upgrades.
Bring it.
I can see a move speed slow being very relevant here. Why are you not dead? I feel like we had a real problem there with the length on our attacks suddenly becoming much, much shorter. Alright, more bounces on special. Okay, this is interesting. Let's take Empowering Flight. Plus 80% damage is pretty extreme.
Outrageous.
And we're weaving a lot of special throws in anyway to keep our chill stacks up, so that seems like the winner to me. That guy can just chill out over there in front of the traps, that's fine. Okay, hold on a second. We can get rid of this guy real fast. Yeah, it turns out killing lots of enemies in a small area is actually a thing you need to do all the time. It's a fine thing for all of your stuff to be specialized in. That said, we are taking tons of damage per room here. This is an unacceptable rate of attrition.
Who's first?
Okay, so they have less than 80 health, is what we just learned. Looks like 65-ish would be my guess. Oh, come on. I'll tell you, I think we would have taken damage there. You can dash over most things in the environment. It's always a bummer to get stuck on something. It's just not going to bounce at all, huh? I was hoping we could bounce through to this other guy here. Boy, it is actually pretty hard to get the spears to deal damage to enemies. Get over there.
One's regenerating.
Yeah, this call seems bananas. This is a very, very good call. What manner of thing are you, Darkness?
Lucky find.
We probably won't even take that.
That'll keep me alive.
Okay, I think we ought to do this.
I can use this.
I know there's a chance we could encounter Patroclus and he could have restored that for us, but I'd rather have it like this and have him give us the Hydrolite, frankly. Alright, and then we don't go to the shop. Oh, hey, buddy.
You have met the champion, the king. Let us see if you are fit to face him once again.
I'm definitely feeling less fit.
You mean face both of you together? which doesn't seem particularly fair.
Life isn't particularly fair, short one. Nor
Boo.
death. I'd have expected you to know as much. But here, have your fair fight.
Whenever somebody says to you, "Oh, well, life isn't fair," just know that what they're actually saying is, "Hey, listen, I don't need to have principles. Principles are for other people." Yeah, this feels all right.
Now, short one.
All right, the next time we catch him post leap, I'm gonna call on him. Oops, that was... I definitely dashed into that.
Destruction. I'll crush you.
So it seems like it is still, at least some of the time, difficult to get him to charge into things. But not always. I always forget about the boiling blood bonus.
Enough, short one. I respect your strength, short one. The champion of Elysium awaits. Until such time.
Got him that time.
That was not an entirely heartening performance. I took a lot of damage there.
Why, did sorrowful old Demeter get all the way to you before I did? She stubbornly refuses me when I offer to help. Unlike you, little godling.
Alright, we are usually near the things that are hurting us, so different league is certainly not bad. When foes are slain, they explode and weaken. I don't think this is the one. We probably don't need any additional help with groups of small enemies. So we're probably either taking 13% damage reduction or the ability to weaken. The thing is, weaken only lasts for 4 seconds. If you don't have a way of reapplying it, it's not actually... I think we're going to take this.
My heart is full.
It's certainly not a bad one.
Something's amiss.
Death approaches.
Oh!
Thought you could just get away from me, did you?
Thanatos. I figured it was only a matter of time before Father sent you after me to do his dirty work.
Zagreus, is that really why you think I'm here? Let's see how many of these exalted champions you can send back to their dooms. Unless you'd rather I would send you back to yours.
Dude is straight up equipped with the Soul Edge.
Here come your father's forces.
Let them come.
Alright, so you know, just a friendly competition. So, you know, he'll offer us some help here, too. He is just killing some of the enemies, which is tremendously useful. Nope, stop charging me. Damn it. I don't know what the rules are with these damn things. Sometimes you hit the chariot and it stops charging, but only sometimes. We gotta let them come out of that zone. Oof. He is winning. Okay, cool.
That's enough.
Very close. I don't know why you needed to...
I did, huh?
I don't know why you needed to teleport 3 feet.
You left without so much as telling me goodbye. I suppose you knew I'd catch up with you sooner or later. Is that it? No escaping death and all?
I left when it was necessary, Van. I thought of you and hoped you'd understand. I have to do this.
Okay, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm detecting a little something here, right?
That's more motivation than I've ever heard from you. Well, if you won't say it, I'll say it. Goodbye, Zagreus.
There's a sort of enmity there that suggests a different something underneath, I think. So you probably noticed we're not allowed to give nectar to people the first time we meet them, pretty consistently. So we have this stuff. I would love to give it to our new characters and get new keepsakes, but we're going to have to meet them all again. Darkness. Yeah, I do not like the chariots. The chariots are a real bummer. I also do not like the all of these weapon guys. I guess that damn he's recovered must refer to a guy that got killed by a trap or something, because we definitely finished off the ones that we dropped. Yeah, I obviously don't really like fighting the armored forms of any of the weapon guys, but the bow guys are definitely the worst because they fire multiple arrows, and so you can't dash to evade their shot because they are firing for a longer time than it takes for you to complete your dash. Yeah, I really, really like this call. And just chill in general seems very good. There we go. I was trying real hard to make that happen. Man, you know what would be really cool? It's like chill on attack with the gloves would be real strong. I think this has a lot of potential. Oh, that's bad. Yep, ran right on top of a guy who explodes when you get on top of him, so that's not maybe the smartest play, tactically speaking. Oh, so many butterflies. Will this work? Is this going to clear them all? No, it is not. That's a shame. That would have been really nice. Where's my other... Did I not have all my ammo? I guess I didn't. The good news is, when they're producing butterflies, they are considered to be attacking constantly. It's like they expend their jolt as fast as you can apply it.
Yes.
Alright, well, I think we ought to take the money here, because we desperately need to shop. And if we run into Patroclus, we may end up taking the elite kiss of sticks anyway. We are not, by the way, guaranteed to run into him, so certainly can't rely on it. Yeah, part of me is like, well, we should get the other enemies over here because a lot of our gimmicks are at their best when we're hitting multiple enemies. But another part of me really doesn't ever want to be near multiples of these guys. Really? You don't feel like that was maybe enough? Definitely want to keep that guy at 10 chill forever. Somehow there are more.
He's fully recovered.
How can there still be more stuff spawning? Was this a challenge room? Did I miss the skull on the door?
Time to collect.
That was such an exaggeratedly huge number of enemies, especially given the difficulty of those enemies. Like, that was a level of spawning you would expect to see in a room that was just skulls.
Looks handy.
Alright, well, we definitely got a shop here. We keep blowing off Aphrodite. I do feel a little bad about it. Are we on boss fight? We are on boss fight. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're in rough shape here. I don't know that we're going to be able to do this.
I can use this.
You know what? I think we're probably... yeah, probably sunken treasure. And then we may as well buy out. If I think we're going to die, we should spend out. Let's go... boy, more damage reduction? I guess Demeter's Aid. We get a lot of ticks out of each one of those things, right? It's 5 seconds and it ticks 4 times a second, so even a small amount of damage per tick is still... it adds up.
Care for a rematch?
Well, Hellspawn, you stained my honor last we battled here. But as you plainly see, I have returned, as has Asterius. And we've no shortage of honor left to spare.
Shouldn't I be the champion of Elysium now that I've beaten you? Isn't there someone else around to challenge me? Say, Heracles? Someone less chatty?
I like how quickly Zagreus has turned around on Theseus. You don't have to spend much time with him to get sick of him.
Ah, very clever, fiend. Invoking Heracles' name in an attempt to drive me to a jealous rage. It shall not work, but you shall dearly pay nevertheless.
By the way, this is the song. This is the one I was thinking of before, for sure. Oh right, it's actually going to be tricky to get a bloodstone to stick in Asterius here. There we go. So you can see Asterius started the fight with a little bit less health, I believe, because we already beat him up once, which I think is a nice touch. Ooh. Ah, damn it! I threw my shield and I missed him, and it just went off into the distance. The fact that there is a second target in the room on this one does complicate things a little bit with the shield throw, because it means after I throw it, I'm not able to attack for a longer period of time.
They love us, Asterius.
Yeah, well, you have a little bit of home court advantage on that one. If he starts charging us like near a, damn it, near a thing, I need to dash away to something else, because that's the situation where he's just gonna effortlessly steer around it forever. Yeah, we're not gonna win this. Okay, or the outer wall. The outer wall seems to stop him very reliably. Oh my god, just die. Alright. I thought he was facing a different direction. Alright, so it's going to be a little harder for us to keep him chilled, because he will just... Sometimes he just won't turn away from you. If we stay close to him, we can bait him into doing this over and over again, it looks like, which is pretty good.
Monster, your battle prowess leaves much to be desired.
Oh, look at this impervious cowardice. Yeah, that's fair. We did blow Dionysus off a bunch too, didn't we? It is definitely hard to continue fighting him the same as we've been fighting him, while also having to dodge all of that stuff. And it's going to get even harder in a second here when I put visual garbage on the ground that I am definitely going to lose the circles in. And of course, the instant I do that, he dodges out of it and then never walks back in. Oh, is that going to tick me out? Nope. Never mind, it won't have time to. The variable length of time on his spear throw, he doesn't seem to always charge it up for the same amount of time, and that definitely catches me out. On the whole,
Want a rematch now?
Not really that bad of a run. I thought it was going to end up going worse than it did. At least we made it to the boss of Elysium. Although, obviously, clearing him would have been nice. We don't even know what the Ambrosia's for yet, so it's not like it's terribly valuable to us.
How's it going?
Oh, Cause of Death Minotaur. I don't think I've quite been there, but I can imagine.
You have a worried look about you, lad. Spare me your thoughts.
Oh, it's just... I met the goddess Demeter out there. The blessings that she offered, they just drain the heat and life from everything. I thought she saw to fruits and grains and vegetables and such. Not that I'm complaining.
All gods and goddesses are to be feared. Demeter, she has the power to give life, or take it. Seems she's more interested in the latter, though. She's the eldest on Olympus, and your father seems to harbor a particular dislike for her. I don't know why. Be careful.
I will.
Oh, hey, look who it is.
It isn't much then, but I got you something.
Want me to take that off your hands? Fine. But you are taking this from me. And if anybody asks, we're even. Or scratch that. Don't tell anyone about this. Understand?
Thank you, Than.
Go about your business, Sag. What if Lord Hades saw us chatting like this now? I risked everything by helping you out there and still you failed.
Turns out there's quite a lot of dead to fight down in the underworld. Though I probably got farther than I would have thanks to you.
Always happy to oblige. Especially when it causes me to risk my station. To risk everything I've worked for.
Typical.
Okay, it's hard to read. He might just be a real edgelord. But also there might be something. There might be a thing there.
You are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
Maybe we should just give all of our nectar to Cerberus.
I'm truly sorry that he's troubled you again, Cerberus. I know how much you value resting here, and yet I have no better means to bar the entry to our realm than you.
I thought you'd figured out by now that guilting me into abandoning my quest won't work. You're the one who should feel guilty forcing Cerberus to block my path.
What would you know of it? Cerberus cannot be forced to do anything. He simply understands he has responsibilities.
And there it is again.
I totally believe that Cerberus cannot be forced to do things.
I don't suppose the name Skelly happens to mean anything to you, does it, Nyx?
It means nothing to me at all, my child. Though, why do you invoke such names within this house? Who is this Skelly, and what do you presume is the connection that exists between us?
I don't know. I think she's protesting a little bit too much there.
Oh, well, essentially he's an animated skeleton who shows up just outside my bedchambers and lets me practice with my weapons on him. I sort of figured that you put him up to it. So it wasn't you?
Achilles moved throughout these chambers under my own shroud, if you must know. And thus you have in your possession the infernal arms. But I have not exerted further influence than that. Is this skeleton to be trusted, then?
I think so. I don't know. He seems alright.
Harmless, at the very least.
We got off on the wrong foot from the start. Just what happens when you're born of Titan blood, I guess. It's for the best we haven't crossed paths much since.
But they're your sisters. I mean, they're family. You must have something in common, some way of, I don't know, seeing eye to eye?
You're more my sister than they are to me, Dusa. I don't always agree with Lord Hades, but I'm thankful that they're not permitted in this house.
Hey, look, I understand. I really do.
Oh, I'm not allowed to interrupt their conversation to give Meg nectar. I still want to push our relationship with her first, because I'm very curious where it might go.
Give me the best deal you've got.
Oh, really?
And then I said...
That's interesting. We don't exactly know what the ambrosia does. Given how far you have to get into the game to get it, though, it's gotta be valuable, right? As much as I want Titan blood, let's not do this.
Seriously?
We'll get there eventually. We will figure it out. Oh, did I finish a thing?
This one's for you, Three Fates. Good to have friends in low places.
Okay. So, who was I missing? Hades, Nyx, Karen... Oh, Thanatos, right. Well, 10 keys.
I can get stronger.
It's a pretty good reward at that moment. Wow, there's still something left, huh? Alright, privileged status gives us bonus damage versus foes afflicted by at least 2 status effects. And this is just... Oh, okay. The last one is probably going to be Olympian favor, but for a chance for boons to be epic. This is interesting. This would be really good against bosses. Provided, of course, that you manage to pick up a couple of status effects out in the world, but that shouldn't be too hard, right? Like, what do we have access to? We have the slow, we have hangover, jolted, I suppose, although jolted is going to wear off quickly. There's ruptured. It's probably not too hard to put together, too. It's definitely something you'd have to keep in mind, though. I'm just going to keep pushing on this for right now.
Looking good.
And then when we finally go and get the third Death Denied charge, think about how much extra health it'll be.
Pal, thanks again for that nectar bottle from before. Stuff just goes right through me like you won't believe. Though I hope you're not going around giving that stuff away to every bozo you know.
What, Skelly? You worry something bad is going to happen if I express a bit of generosity from time to time through our somewhat illicit gift-giving custom around here?
No, I'm worried you'll be wasting your time. If you give that stuff away, don't expect to get anything back. Well, not after the first time, anyway. Usually. I'm just saying, don't get your hopes up.
Maybe I just want to show thanks to my friends for its own sake.
Sure.
Skelly, you might be a bad person. You ever consider that? Alright. I think this'll be good for the next run.
Excellent.
So we did pick up a Pierced Butterfly. Gain 1% damage each time you clear an encounter without taking damage. Now, I'm pretty sure that this damage bonus persists as long as you have the butterfly equipped. It's not for the rest of the run. You have to I mean, it is for the rest of the run, but you also have to keep the butterfly equipped. If you change keepsakes, you lose it. So, this is a thing that you really want to take right away, right, in order to try to get the damage built up, which means that you are planning to hold this for the entirety of the run. That's tricky. That's a tricky one. I mean, especially, like, you're basically paying 150 gold to start with anything other than the coin purse. I don't know. It might be worth it. It might be worth trying it with the bow specifically, right? Because we'll be able to fight from such a safe distance. I think we'll give it a shot. And obviously, it'll be more sensible when we've leveled it up a bit. Probably, my guess is it scales like 1, 2, 3%. At 3% damage for each cleared encounter when there's like... How many rooms are there in a run? Let's go over here. This will tell us our furthest chamber reached, right?
Long way to go. I think I'm ready.
$58. Okay, so there's 58 chambers in a run. Honestly, even at 1%, that could build up to something pretty decent. Like, if you can get this up to like a 20% bonus, I feel like that's pretty strong. Distant memory probably scales either 10, 15, 20, or 10, 20, 30. So yeah, maybe the Pierce Butterfly is good enough. You're paying a fair opportunity cost for it, but we'll give it a shot next time. That, however, is probably where we ought to stop for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I'm going to not take any damage at all for the whole run. It's going to be a miracle. And we'll see you then.